given that you're talking about a market, a region, which can boast today clearly of 126 million people and a combined gross domestic product of $73 billion. I'm aware that following the enactment of the customs union, offshoot benefits realized already include the following two. Firstly, increased intrastate trade and demand for goods. And in this respect, imports into Kenya soared from a mere 3 billion Kenya shillings to 12.2 billion Kenya shillings between the years 2004 and 2008. And I've here deliberately avoided looking at the very significant growth of exports from Kenya to the region. Secondly, increased foreign direct investment, FDI, tripling from $692 million in 2002 to $1.2 billion in 2008. Very significant. With such developments taking place already, it will not be far-fetched to imagine the impending revolution in the movement of goods, services, and capital, both human and otherwise. And personally look forward to the day, and I hope not in the too distant future, when East Africans are going to really have to walk across. Now, free movement of that movement of goods and services in particular. I think the moment you sign that protocol, I think you have probably, in terms of the community, I think there's some benchmarking. And I think this will be absolutely tremendous. And I know it is going to bring with it tremendous progress in all the 5 East African countries. So, Speaker, the next step on this journey of East Africa's integration is the launch of the Monetary Union, scheduled to be operational by the year 2012. This development is the penultimate step towards the envisaged East African Political Federation. You, ladies and gentlemen, are placed at a confluence where history can actually be made. I therefore urge you to seize the moment and go into the annals of history, this particular chapter, of which I'm sure our children and our future generations will be very proud of. So, Speaker, ladies and gentlemen, may I now share with you my mind about what I see in the horizon of this great community. In East Africa, I see a region with endless opportunities and great prospects for our people, from Mombasa to Bujumbura, from Kampala to Kigoma, from Kigali to Kisumu, and from Nairobi to Dodoma. I envision a new dawn where each state in this region will finally get the chance to influence a common winning formula towards the achievement of individual state-bound regional and millennium development goals. I see an expanded destination for tourists where East Africa will be able to market this region as a common tourist destination. It will take a lot more than hope and envisioning of a brighter future. Indeed, it will take men and women themselves of great vision and resolve and able to focus and make the dream of a united East Africa come true. That is a challenge I want to give you this morning. It will take commitment and hard work to bring home the benefits of federation we aspire to. In other words, I believe that East Africans must themselves own the product, which is East Africa. We must at this stage, at this sitting, agree to fast track the pace of reform and regularly update our citizens on milestones achieved so that we may inspire them to join in and own and indeed install the envisaged East African order. And to succeed, Mr. Speaker, we must therefore start thinking East Africa as opposed to Ugandan, Burundian, Kenyan, Rwandese. We have to decide to use our natural resources wisely and use the proceeds from them to be able to fight poverty. And poverty, I think, is a common thing in East Africa, as well as hunger and ignorance and disease. Haven't we seen what has been happening in Turkana? That today, in this day and age, a Kenyan mother would slaughter a dog in order to feed our children. So, Speaker, we have to think in terms of riding the crest of information technology in order to hasten our economies, and be able to help our greatest asset, the youth of the region, to be able to gain access to profitable employment. Development of ICTs, therefore, will offer flexible and seamless opportunities for financial advancement of our youth. And again, the youth, we are doing this community really belongs to the youth. We have also to rethink our education systems so that we train our children and youth to be able to maximize their talents, while at the same time building strong nations within the community. So, Speaker, we have also to deal decisively with crime in our region, cross-border crime, as well as corruption in our individual member countries and states, so that we can again be a region that can pride itself in the matter of being transparent in the way we govern ourselves. This is the way to go. You, ladies and gentlemen, are the very core of this. Some of these I've just given you a glimpse of intimated reforms. And therefore, with those many remarks, Mr. Speaker, I now declare your roundtable conference open for deliberations. And I thank you. Mungu abariki sana.